When you save on auto insurance for driving safe with USAA Safe Pilot, you'll feel like a big deal, even in a traffic jam. Save up to 30% with USAA Safe Pilot. Restrictions apply.
You're listening to the Weekend Sport Podcast with Jason Pine from News Talk ZB.
Let's go to elite sport from grassroots and to the NRL, where the Warriors have won 3 of their first 4 games this season, looking to make it 4 from 5 when they take on Cronulla at Shark Park this evening. 6:05 New Zealand time as kick-off there. Let's get you inside the Warriors camp. Hooker Wayde Egan is back into the side, having missed last weekend through concussion protocols. He joins us now. Wayde, just talk us through what happened last week and the reasons why you had to sit out that game.
Yeah, mate, it's just a new protocol they've brought in, 11 days if you fail your HIA assessment on game day. So, yeah, it's a new thing that the NRL has brought in. I think it's pretty good just to sort of protect the players. So
this happened against the Cowboys, didn't it, a couple of weeks ago? So for those who didn't see the game, can you just outline what happened that led to you having to go off and get the HIA?
Yeah, I actually got 2 head knocks in that game, so I think that ruled me out for the rest of the game. And then, if you have 2 head knocks, you can't come back on. So that was sort of what happened in the Cowboys game.
Rightio. So, and it's taken out of your hands now, as you mentioned before, by an independent HIA assessor. But did you feel okay? I mean, 2 head knocks, I know that doesn't sound good, but if you had to self-assess, did you feel okay?
Yeah, I felt all good after the game. Felt good after the game, but probably at the moment I probably wasn't right to play, so. A little headache after the game, but the next couple of days after that, I felt fine. So, I'll be right to go this week.
All right, that's good to hear. You've been in the wars a bit, haven't you, this year? Leaving the field for that concussion test against the Cowboys, or leaving the field altogether. I think you had one against the Knights in round 1 in Wellington. Got an injury against the Roosters. Is it just part of the way you play the game and the areas of the field that you find yourself in?
Yeah, being in the wars a bit, mate. That's right. I guess playing in the middle against those big boys, you sort of get a bit bashed up. But hopefully steer clear of that this weekend and get through a whole game. That's sort of the plan moving forward. But yeah, I guess it comes with playing in the middle against those the big fellas.
I guess what it meant, the timing of the injury, was that you couldn't play last weekend. Were you a bit gutted to miss the Mount Smart homecoming?
Yeah, definitely, mate. It was looked like an awesome turnout from the crowd and. The boys were pumped for it, so it was really disappointing to miss it. But I get some more opportunities in the coming weeks to get back to Mount Smart, and it's an awesome place to play. And the atmosphere was unreal on last Sunday. So keen to get back there.
How do you go up in the stands? Obviously every player wants to play, and sometimes that's not possible through injury or like you with concussion. How do you go in the stands watching rather than being out there?
Don't go good at all watching. Probably more nervous watching than playing, to be honest. So, I'm not a great watcher at all, to be fair. And there was a few nervous moments on Sunday where a few swear words were getting thrown out and banging on the bench. Me and Mitch Barnett were watching, and I'm glad I'm on the other side of the fence this week.
All right. Well, just before we look at the Sharks game, in terms of the season as a whole, Wayde, the wins over the Knights, the Cowboys and the Bulldogs, the loss to the Roosters, narrow as it was, how do you assess the way the team has played in the first month of the season?
It's been pretty good, mate. Obviously we're still building and we're not happy where we're at so far, but it's been a good month, and if we keep working hard and building to where we want to get to, I'm sure we'll have some results similar in the next couple of weeks. So we're all pretty grounded. We're not getting too far ahead of ourselves, and everyone's still working hard at training just to try and get those results.
Can you give us some insight into the specific influence that Andrew Webster has had on the side since he arrived as head coach?
Yeah, he's been really good, mate. He's probably one of the smartest coaches I've had, and he's a really good bloke too, and he cares about his players. So I think that's what sort of led to the good start. Is he cares about the player first, and the footy comes after that. So that's sort of the main thing I've taken away from him. He's just a real good bloke, and he's really smart as well. Our game plans are really simple, and everyone sort of knows their role.
I must say I did enjoy his honesty after the Bulldogs win last week when he was asked about the slow starts that the team has had this season. I think you've conceded the first try in all 4 of the games, and he was asked, why that was, and he said, look, I don't know. I really don't know why that's happening. We are working on it. Has that been addressed specifically this week?
Yeah, it's been addressed over the last couple of weeks, mate. We just got to get off to a better start. You don't want to put too much emphasis on it, though. If you really worry about the start, then other things can sort of slip into your game. And hopefully we get the start right this week. We put a few things in place. Hopefully fix that, and I'm sure we'll get it right in the next coming weeks.
Sharks tonight, they've had a couple of wins, a couple of losses, so here or there to start the season. How do you assess their particular threats?
Yeah, they're a really good team, mate. The Sharks, they got threats across the board. They got the Nico Hines, the fullbacks playing unreal footy, and then they got some real strike out wide. So we're going to have to be on our A game, and hopefully we can sort of minimise their threats and then play our own game with the ball. I think that's where we can sort of come into our own against those guys.
You've been around the game for a long time, Wade. You're an experienced player. Do you believe in momentum? Do you think that's actually a thing, that if you are winning games and playing well, that is more likely to continue?
Yeah, a little bit, mate. Momentum is sort of a thing in the NRL, I guess. And I think it's more confidence. So if you string a few wins together, you start to believe a bit more, and then you play a little bit more freely and stuff like that. So I do believe that momentum's a thing, and hopefully we can keep that this weekend by getting another good win.
And as far as your own performance is concerned, and again, you've been around for a while now, but do you still seek the guidance and the critiquing of the coaches at the Warriors, or do you to a large degree now just self-reflect on how you've been playing?
A bit of both, mate. I definitely look to the coaches to improve my game. That Justin Morgan, our assistant, he's our middle coach, and I definitely ask him regarding stuff on defence and stuff like that. Then I go to Webby with more of the attack stuff and just ask where I can get better. So it's definitely a little bit of both. I look at my own game and then obviously ask those guys for help too.
And I'm sure a team is always a much happier place to be around when things are going well. So 3 wins out of 4, it's going okay at the moment. Pretty happy camp at the Warriors right now?
Yeah, mate, really good. Everyone's really happy. Everyone's moved back home and settled in, and it's a really good vibe to be around at the moment. It's awesome. So hopefully, if you keep winning, it makes it even better. So hopefully we can keep doing that. Yeah,
well, I know Warriors fans will be hoping for that this evening against the Sharks. Appreciate you taking the time for a chat, Wade. All the best tonight.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. Cheers.
Thanks, Wade. Appreciate your time. That's Wayde Egan out of the Warriors camp.
For more from Weekend Sport with Jason Pine, listen live to News Talk ZB weekends from midday or follow the podcast on iHeartRadio.